week is super special because Daisy and I will be talking about Easter. Daisy, do you have a favorite tradition or memory from Easter?
Well, I remember that every year on Easter, we would wake up really early and do an egg hunt, and then we'd head off to church and come home and eat all of our chocolates. What about you, Ariane? Do you have a favorite tradition or memory?
Well, every year my family always dyes Easter eggs and decorates Easter eggs, which is a lot of fun. And we also always have a nice dinner and go to church too.
That sounds really nice. So today we're gonna have a lot of fun doing some really great Easter activities. The celebration of Easter has an important message. Easter teaches us that it's important to remember that bad and sad things don't have to be the end of any story or our story. Accidents, tragedies, and all kinds of bad news can have a next chapter, and it's up to us to take the next step and live with hope for new things and better things.
Now, Daisy and I are going to read a story about the life and lessons that Jesus has taught us all.
Meet Jesus, the life and lessons of a beloved teacher.
As he went from village to village, Jesus reached out to help sick people get well and to feed those who were hungry. He treated everyone with the same kindness, women and men, Jews and non-Jews, rich and poor, good and bad.
By now, Jesus had many followers, but not everyone was happy about it. The leaders in Jerusalem noticed the big crowds that gathered whenever Jesus spoke. They wondered if the people might quit turning to them for advice and stop following their rules and traditions.
Once the disciples knew that the leaders disapproved of Jesus, they were worried. When they gathered for their Passover meal that year, Jesus blessed the bread and wine and gave thanks to God. "May peace be with you," he said to the disciples. Jesus asked them to remember him and his lessons, no matter what happened. Today, this meal is known as the Last Supper. Some people share bread and wine in church as a way to remember it.
After the Last Supper, things happened fast. Soldiers arrested Jesus, saying that he was stirring up trouble. In those days, the worst criminals were punished by being nailed to a wooden cross and left to die. Jesus was punished in this terrible way.
As Jesus suffered on the cross, his mother Mary and his friends gathered at his side. They knew Jesus had done nothing wrong. They were filled with sadness.
After Jesus died, his followers carried on his teaching and honored his memory. Jesus' message of love and kindness spread throughout the world.
Now we're going to do a really fun craft where we're going to decorate our own Easter eggs and reflect on what makes Easter so special. So what you'll need for this craft is one sheet of paper, a marker or a pencil to draw, some scissors, and some glue or tape, and whatever you have to decorate your Easter egg with. So the first step is you're going to take your marker or your pencil and you're going to draw an oval on your sheet of paper. And it can be however big you want. And after you've drawn your oval, you're going to draw a zigzagged line, cutting the oval in half. And once you're done with this, you can cut your oval out and also cut along your zigzag line, so you should have two pieces. And then with your paper remaining, you're going to cut out a rectangle.
Okay, so once you've cut out your egg and you've cut it in half in a diagonal line, we need to cut out a rectangle piece of paper that'll fit in between your egg so that when you open up your egg, you see a little piece of paper inside. And on that piece of paper, we are going to write down we could make it like a little card that we give to someone. So you could say Happy Easter or anything you want. You could give it to a parent or a family member or a friend or a sibling, anyone you want. And then also on that card, I think that we could write something that we love about Easter or what Easter means to us. And that way it'll be a really special way to celebrate Easter. All right, now we are going to write our little messages in our card and decorate our eggs. You can decorate them however you want and make them just really beautiful.
So Daisy, what makes Easter special for you?
Well, Easter is just a really great time that I get to spend with my family and, eating delicious candies together. And just, feeling the first beginnings of spring is always really nice. What about you, Ariane? What do you love about Easter?
Well, I love all the things that you just mentioned. My favorite parts about Easter is also just spending time with my family and having a nice meal together and eating all the chocolate that I get.
Yes. Hey, Ariane, what do you think was your biggest takeaway from the story that we read today?
I think my biggest takeaway was the kindness that Jesus showed everybody. Because it says in the story that he was kind to everybody, no matter if they were rich or poor, or regardless of their different backgrounds or circumstances, he just showed kindness to everyone that he met. So I think that was my biggest takeaway of the story and something I hope to also do. What was your biggest takeaway, Daisy?
I really liked how at kind of the beginning of the story or the middle of the story, it was really kind of sad and hard for Jesus and everyone around him with everything going on. But he didn't lose his kindness and everything kind of worked out. And that's what we should remember is that, everything might not be good all the time, but that we have to remember that things will get better. And we always have our own way of, taking our next step and making a next chapter for ourselves in our life. And things will always get a little bit better.
You're so right, Daisy. He never lost hope, and even when things were looking bad, he realized that things will get better. That makes me want to ask, Daisy, was there ever a time in your life where things weren't looking so good, but then you realized you just had to take a step back?
Well, I can think of a time when I wasn't getting along with my friend very well. But, we had our differences and we had some arguments. But I had to think that, maybe having an argument with her was just, not as important as remembering that she was one of the people I loved most in my life. And that if I just let my anger and my bad feelings go, that everything would be okay and that we could still be friends and that we could resolve everything. Do you have a moment like that, Ariane?
I also had a moment like that. It was a little different from your moment, but it was just a time in my life where I felt like nothing was going right. Like I got a bad mark on a test, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to study, and I was feeling so hopeless, and I didn't really know what to do.
Yeah.
But then I just had to take a step back and realize that even though some things weren't going the way I thought they would go in my life, there were other things that were going unexpectedly really well in my life. And I also had so much to be grateful for. So even though things looked a little dark, when I took a step back, I was able to see the bigger picture and look at all the happiness in my life too.
Remembering the positive parts of life is always a good thing to do because it makes us feel less sad and reminds us of all the good things that we have.
That's so true, Daisy. And Easter is a great time to do that and to think about that in your life.
It's a really good time.
How are you spending this Easter, Daisy?
Well, since there's no, regular church service, we'll probably watch the church service online, but I'm sure we'll probably still buy a ton of candies and eat them all, and it'll be just as fun and delicious as any year. Do you have any fun and exciting plans?
Well, my plans are very similar to yours. I think we'll also probably just watch church online. And even though Easter might look a little different this year, since we won't be able to spend it with our whole family, there'll also be a lot of great things that will come with this Easter, because I think I'll spend more time with my sister and my parents and just have some really nice time with them.
That sounds lovely.
How's the coloring going, Daisy?
Ooh, pretty good. I'm almost done. What about you?
It's going really good too.
That's good.
Who are you gonna give your Easter egg to?
I was thinking that maybe I would give it to my mom.
That's a great idea.
Do you have an idea of who you'll give your Easter card to?
I was thinking I was gonna give it to my sister.
That's nice. I'm sure she'll love it. All right. We hope that you really enjoyed doing the little egg craft, and hopefully once you're done, it'll look something like this so that when you open it up, you'll see your little message inside. Ariane, what did you write on your egg?
So this is what my egg looks like. And inside I wrote, Happy Easter. Easter is a great time to be kind to others and to spend time with your family.
That's a great thing to write on your egg.
What did you write in your egg, Daisy?
Well, this is my egg. And I wrote that Easter is a great time to spend time with your family and enjoy new beginnings and to look on the bright side of life and look at the happy side of things.
That's awesome, Daisy. So we hope that you guys enjoyed the video and had a really fun time making your egg craft and learning lots about Easter.
We will see you next week with another Easter themed video, and we'll do more Easter fun crafts and read stories, and it'll be a great time.
Bye.
Bye.